It's your boy LB, Carter. We here, we talking, and as always, I like to give out tips for all my warriors in the field, in the arena, the gladiators that are still swinging their weapons. This tip here is more of an emotional tip. Learning to try to separate your emotions from the fight. Now, as hard as that sounds, it is a must. It is a must, people. The emotions and anger are one thing that clouds good technique. I'm talking about the execution of good technique can be halted by emotions. Anger being one of them. You know, when you angry and you mad at your opponent, you shaking mad. And all of that tension you building up is burning up good energy you could be using to whoop ass. So you're taking energy from whoop ass and you're putting it in posturing. And through all of that posturing, you burn out your good energy and you can't fight no more. And you give your opponent a chance to whoop your ass. We don't want this. You must learn how to separate your emotions from the fight. Like I heard one I'm running out the name, motivational speaker. There we go, motivational speaker. Before he started doing his thing, he was very scared of talking in front of people, and it was fucking up his business, fucking up the bottom line. He couldn't get his money on because he wanted the motivational speech. He had all the words in his head, but he was afraid of the crowd, all of them eyes on him. So someone had gave him tips that when you go out there, picture that the audience is all in Pampers. And with that, that took away the heightened sense of him being on stage and the pressure. It kind of made it comical, and he was able to deliver his thing. See, his emotion of attachment to all of them eyes stopped him from executing what he did well. But when he took away that, he was able to execute. The same thing with fighting. If you can take away the anger, you can execute correctly. Right? Things happening in the fast are happening fast, or seem to be happening fast to you, because your panic of what's happening makes everything look like this. But when you calm down, you see it's really like this. That every time he throws the punch, he pulls back. Those little small things that you can use to whoop his ass will go unseen if you go in emotionally. My teacher Wilson Pitt used to say, before we train, check your emotions at the door with your hat and your coat. That's what you have to do when you go into the fight. Check your emotions at the door with your hat and coat. Go in there, whoop ass, and then when you leave, put your emotions back on and laugh at them. But in the midst of battle, you must be like a judge, leaning to no side, losing or winning. Just execute. So, hopefully that tip can help all of my warriors in the game. When going into battle, check your hat, your coat, and your emotions at the door. And as always, may your joys come with toys, and may all your pain be champagne.